The resurgence of Grandmacore in interior design speaks to our collective desire for comfort, authenticity, and connection to the past. This nostalgic aesthetic celebrates the warm, inviting elements of grandmother's house while reimagining them for contemporary living. It's about more than just decorating. It's about creating spaces that feel lived in, loved, and layered with meaning.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Grandmacore Revival, nostalgic home decor ideas for a cozy, modern twist. In today's fast-paced digital world, the appeal of Grandmacore lies in its ability to create environments that feel deliberately slow, thoughtfully curated, and deeply personal. This style embraces imperfection, celebrates handcrafted elements, and values the stories behind each piece. It's a design approach that encourages us to surround ourselves with items that spark joy and memories while maintaining a fresh, modern sensibility. The beauty of Grandmacore Revival lies in its accessibility and adaptability. Whether you're working with inherited pieces, vintage finds, or modern interpretations of classic designs, this style allows for personal expression while maintaining a cohesive, welcoming atmosphere. The key is finding the right balance between nostalgia and contemporary living, creating spaces that feel both timeless and relevant. As we explore this charming design trend, we'll discover how to incorporate traditional elements in ways that feel fresh and intentional rather than dated or cluttered. The goal is to create spaces that honor the past while embracing the present, resulting in rooms that are both comfortable and stylish. One, vintage textiles and patterns, adding warmth with florals, gingham, and lace accents. Mastering the art of vintage patterns, tips for harmonious layering. The art of mixing vintage patterns lies in understanding scale and balance. Combine large-scale florals with smaller geometric prints like gingham or polka dots to create visual interest without overwhelming the space. Use classic patterns and unexpected color combinations to keep the look fresh. Think traditional chintz in modern colorways, or gingham in sophisticated neutral tones. Layer different patterns while maintaining a cohesive color story to achieve a collected over time feel. Choosing nostalgic fabrics, a guide to timeless textiles for modern spaces. Choose textiles that add both visual and tactile interest to your space. Incorporate delicate lace curtains that filter light beautifully, lightweight cotton prints for window treatments and upholstery, and heavier woven fabrics for durability. Mix in subtle textures like matelass, embroidered linens, and classic toile to create depth. Consider the practical aspects of each textile while maintaining the nostalgic aesthetic. Many modern fabric manufacturers offer vintage-inspired prints with improved durability and stain resistance. Crafting a vintage-inspired palette, blending classic colors with contemporary flair. Develop a color strategy that honors traditional patterns while feeling current. Start with a foundation of warm neutrals, then layer in soft pastels and deeper accent colors drawn from vintage textiles. Use classic combinations like blue and white or rose and sage, but consider updating them with contemporary touches. Include plenty of white space to prevent pattern overload and allow each textile to shine. Design tip and products. Source vintage-inspired fabrics from manufacturers like Sanderson, Laura Ashley, or Ralph Lauren Home that offer modern performance features. Consider companies like Moda Fabrics for quilting weight cottons in traditional patterns, or explore Crevette's washable vintage look linens. Use fabric protection sprays like Vectra or Fiber Seal to maintain delicate textiles. Two, timeless furniture pieces, reviving grandmother's favorites with a modern flair. Classic chairs, modern comfort, revitalizing traditional seating. Incorporate classic seating pieces while updating them for contemporary comfort. Wing chairs, bergeras, and curved-back sofas can be reimagined with modern upholstery and improved cushioning. Look for vintage frames with good bones that can be restored and reupholstered, or choose new pieces that reference traditional forms while offering improved functionality. Consider the scale of furniture in relation to modern rooms. Many antique pieces were designed for smaller spaces. Vintage storage reimagined. Stylish ways to stay organized. Storage furniture plays a crucial role in maintaining an organized, collected look. Traditional pieces like china cabinets, sideboards, and armoires can be repurposed for modern storage needs. Update these pieces with fresh hardware, interior organization systems, or new finishes while maintaining their vintage charm. Look for ways to incorporate hidden storage that preserves the nostalgic aesthetic while meeting contemporary needs. Blending history with utility. Unique accent pieces for today's living. Select accent pieces that bridge old and new styles. Consider how traditional elements like occasional tables, writing desks, or sewing tables can serve modern purposes. Update vintage pieces with subtle modifications. An antique sewing table becomes a laptop station, or a tea cart serves as a mobile bar. Choose pieces that maintain their historic character while adapting to current lifestyles. Design tip and products. Work with professional upholsterers who specialize in antique furniture restoration. Source quality reproductions from manufacturers like Theodore Alexander or Century Furniture. Consider custom pieces from artisans who can combine traditional forms with modern functionality. Use specialized cleaning products from companies like Howard Products to maintain wood finishes. Three, cozy kitchen aesthetics, nostalgic decor for the heart of your home. Functional and charming, integrating vintage tools into your kitchen. Create a kitchen that balances nostalgic charm with modern functionality. Incorporate vintage kitchen tools and equipment as both functional items and decorative elements. Display collections of enamelware, copper pots, or ceramic mixing bowls that can be used daily. Choose appliances with retro styling but modern features. Many manufacturers now offer vintage-look appliances with contemporary technology. Adding comfort to the kitchen, textiles that speak of home. Add softness to kitchen spaces through carefully chosen textiles. Use cafe curtains and cheerful prints, display collections of vintage tea towels, or incorporate classic striped dishcloths. Add comfort through cushioned chair pads in coordinating fabrics or a soft runner rug in a traditional pattern. Consider how these elements can be both beautiful and practical in a working kitchen. Showcasing nostalgia, curating beautiful vintage kitchen displays. Develop display strategies that showcase collections while maintaining order. Use open shelving to arrange vintage dishes, glassware, or cookbooks in appealing vignettes. Create focal points with groupings of similar items, perhaps a collection of vintage canisters or a display of handed-down serving pieces. Remember that negative space is important. Allow collections room to breathe. Design tip and products. Source vintage-inspired appliances from manufacturers like Smeg or Big Chill. Consider companies like Le Creuset or Staub for cookware that combines traditional styling with modern performance. Use specialized storage solutions from companies like Revishelf to organize vintage items effectively. Four, charming lighting solutions, elegant chandeliers, and warm lamp designs. Creating warmth with vintage-inspired ambient lighting. Master the art of layered lighting through a combination of vintage and vintage-inspired fixtures. Choose chandeliers with traditional forms updated in current finishes, or restore antique pieces with new wiring and modern safety features. Consider how different light sources work together to create a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Use dimmers to control light levels and create the perfect ambience. Focused and functional, nostalgic task lighting for every room. Incorporate task lighting that maintains the nostalgic aesthetic while providing necessary illumination. Table lamps with classic bases and updated shades, adjustable pharmacy lamps, or traditional desk lights can be positioned for specific activities. Look for pieces that reference historical designs while offering modern convenience like integrated USB ports or adjustable arms. Adding character with timeless lighting details. Add character through decorative lighting elements that create atmosphere. Use hurricane lamps, candlesticks, or vintage sconces to add romantic touches. Consider how light fixtures can serve as artistic focal points. Perhaps a collection of vintage glass shades, or a specially commissioned piece that references traditional designs. Remember that lighting should enhance both the function and beauty of a space. Design tip and products. Source antique lighting from specialized dealers who can ensure proper restoration and safety. Consider manufacturers like Visual Comfort or Hudson Valley Lighting for new pieces with vintage appeal. Use smart bulbs from companies like Philips Hue to add modern convenience to traditional fixtures. Five, layering textures, mixing knitted throws, quilts, and embroidered cushions. Weaving comfort, layering textures for a cozy retreat. Create rich, inviting spaces through thoughtful layering of different textures. Combine hand-knit throws with vintage quilts, add embroidered pillows to upholstered furniture, and layer rugs for depth and comfort. Consider the weight and drape of different materials. Lightweight cotton quilts for summer, chunky knit blankets for winter, and medium weight throws for transitional seasons. Seasonal elegance, rotating textiles for year-round comfort. Plan for seasonal changes by developing a strategy for rotating textiles. Store delicate pieces properly during off-seasons, and choose items that can transition between seasons through thoughtful layering. Consider how different textures can create varying moods. Crisp linens for summer freshness, cozy wools for winter warmth. Preserving nostalgia, caring for your timeless textile pieces. Maintain textile collections through proper care and storage. Develop cleaning routines that preserve delicate items while keeping them fresh and useful. Consider how different pieces can be rotated to prevent wear and extend their life. Invest in proper storage solutions that protect valuable textiles when not in use. Design tip and products. Source quality storage solutions from companies like the Container Store for textile preservation. Consider professional cleaning services that specialize in vintage textiles. Use specialized cleaning products from companies like the Laundress to maintain delicate items. Six, timeless decor accents, vintage clocks, porcelain vases, and antique finds. Telling a story, curating vintage decor accents with meaning. Develop collections that tell a story while adding visual interest to your space. Focus on pieces that have personal meaning or historical significance. Consider how different items work together. Perhaps a collection of vintage clocks, a grouping of porcelain vases, or an arrangement of antique photographs. Look for pieces that can be both decorative and functional. Arranging elegance, tips for showcasing antique finds. Create effective displays that showcase collections without creating clutter. Use varying heights and depths to create visual interest, group similar items together for impact, and provide enough space for each piece to be appreciated. Consider how different display methods, open shelving, glass cabinets, or wall arrangements, can protect items while keeping them visible. Keeping memories alive, proper care for vintage treasures. Implement preservation strategies to maintain the condition of vintage pieces. Learn proper cleaning and care methods for different materials. Protect items from harmful environmental factors, and document the history and provenance of significant pieces. Consider how to balance use and preservation for functional items. Design tip and products. Work with professional conservators for valuable pieces. Source archival storage materials from companies like University Products. Use specialized cleaning and preservation products from manufacturers like Renaissance Wax. 7. Blending old and new, creating harmony between nostalgia and modernity. Merging eras, integrating vintage and modern styles seamlessly. Master the art of combining vintage and modern elements effectively. Use traditional pieces as anchors while incorporating contemporary elements that complement rather than compete. Consider how color, scale, and proportion can help bridge different styles. Look for opportunities to update vintage pieces in ways that enhance their usefulness while maintaining their character. Finding the perfect balance. Nostalgia meets contemporary design. Develop strategies for achieving balance in mixed style spaces. Use modern artwork to freshen traditional room arrangements. Incorporate contemporary lighting with vintage furniture, or update antique pieces with current textiles. Consider how different elements can work together to create spaces that feel collected and curated rather than stuck in time. Updating tradition. Modern touches for timeless pieces. Integrate modern conveniences while maintaining nostalgic charm. Hide technology thoughtfully, incorporate current comfort features in traditional furniture, and find ways to meet contemporary needs while preserving vintage aesthetics. Remember that successful spaces should function well for today's lifestyle while honoring their historical influences. Design tip and products. Consider custom solutions from local craftsmen who can modify vintage pieces for modern use. Explore companies like Restoration Hardware or Pottery Barn for new pieces that reference traditional styles. Use modern storage solutions from companies like California Closets to organize vintage items effectively. Conclusion. Creating a home that successfully blends Grandmacore elements with modern living requires thoughtful curation and attention to detail. The key lies in selecting pieces that have personal meaning while maintaining a fresh, current feel. Remember that the most successful spaces evolve gradually, accumulating character through carefully chosen additions and thoughtful updates. The beauty of Grandmacore Revival lies in its ability to create spaces that feel both timeless and personal. By combining cherished vintage pieces with modern comforts, you can create a home that honors the past while embracing the present. Let your space tell your story through a carefully curated mix of old and new, creating rooms that are both comfortable and meaningful.